Hello guys, recently I got my Blue Point smoke machine on eBay, and it was a great asset to my shop, and it works fine. It puts out a lot of smoke. When I got it, I noticed that it had a little bit of a leak. So one leak was here at the hose, so I trimmed it a little bit, pushed it back on, and it took care of it. I also had a problem with the switch. It was just a lot of stuff when I had to clean it up, and it worked okay. However, I still have a little problem with it, that it still has actually a leak, which I'll show you guys. Now if it's already hooked up to a air compressor and battery, so when I press the button, you can see it puts up a lot of smoke, and you can see the bowl is right at the top. Now when I close it, and actually we can pinch it, you can still see that I have a little bit over 20 tons of a leak, which is a problem when we can actually line it up. It's right there. That's a problem. If you do the evap test, you know, that's not going to be, it's going to be inconclusive because my machine has a problem. Now if I turn it off, and if I turn off the flow, you can see that my gauge actually stays okay. It's not leaking right now, so I'm holding the pressure just fine, but every time I turn the machine on to make a smoke, and you press the, you occlude it just to check that nothing is leaking, you know, I constantly have a flow here. So and now when I pinch the hose, it holds the pressure, so everything seems to be sealed on this side of the machine. So I'm not sure how it's internally designed, so I'm gonna take it apart and see if I can figure it out. Okay, I think I found the problem. So you need to take your dipstick out, and you're gonna have 4 bolts on each side, 4 little screws actually on each side of the cover. These 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and same on the other side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Basically, due to its age and the heat, I can see right here it traces of oil on this upper hose that goes through the flow meter. And so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to replace all of these hoses, and that should take care of it. Okay, got all the hoses replaced. Actually, I didn't replace them, I just cut the end of it, one that was cracked, and actually I did replace this one here. I used the hose from this side, actually, this pretty long hose. So got them all done, and let's see if we're going to have any more. This one actually here was a little painful. I had to remove this bracket to pull the gauge out in order to get this hose in, but it was okay. So anyway, if everything is replaced, and let's see if the system is sealed. Okay, everything is hooked up, and let's try it. There you go. It's like this switch is giving me a problem again. Alright, so we've got a smoke, and just going to clamp it real quick, turn it off. I think I clamped it right. No? Okay. Okay, let's turn it back on and see if the ball is going to drop down. There you go. So this is what we want. It's all the way to the bottom. It might be a little bit of a leak, but now we're maybe I didn't clamp it right. Let me try again. There you go. There you go. I will clamp it all the way. So this is what we want. We don't want any. There you go, nice and steady. So now I'm completely sealed. Everything is good. Now I can do my evap leak now. You can see that pressure is holding up, and I'm happy now. So all those hoses, some of the hoses had a crack in it, and when you have a leak in the machine, you don't know if you have the, you cannot test the evap like that. So okay, so that's taken care of, and there's something else I want to do. Okay, so something else that this machine does not have is the ability to use air only, or carbon dioxide or CO2, whatever you want to use it, when we're testing the evap system. Some machines have that, some don't. So basically what I like to have is the option to, before I start to smoke, before I start to test the evap with the smoke, I want to know if I have a leak in the first place by just simply pressurizing the system with the air. And if I see now since we fixed our flow gauge, it's just fixed the leak inside the machine, now I can rely on this flow gauge that I know if I'm having over 20 thousandths of a leak that it's in the evap, not in my smoke machine. However, this smoke machine does not have an option to add air first before we add smoke. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to modify this machine in a way that I'm going to add an extra switch here, and I'm going to be able to do that. So I looked the board here, and basically, we have a chamber, then we're going to have a valve. Basically, it's a solenoid that's opened by the controller, when we press the switch. Now the controller sends 5 volts to this switch. It's basically a ground size switch. When you press it, it's a momentary switch, sends the ground, says 0 volts to controller, and the controller activates the valve and the heater at the same time, and it makes the smoke. So what I want to do, I want to be able to activate the valve only and have an airflow to the chamber before we activate the heater. So I'll show you what I got my power probe here, and so I found this. I'll show you guys. So this valve is a ground side switch. We can see we have 11 volts now. This is on the control side of this solenoid, and when I give the ground, you can see that I have a flow. Now we're going to have a little bit of smoke coming out because my chamber is still hot, but if I'm having a switch, I can see that the smoke is dissipating right now. So, but I want to have this option to add air only before I have to use smoke. So you can see the smoke is gone. So now it's holding fine. Air and flow. Okay, so let me show you what I want to do. Okay, so this is the main board. These 2 wires are the wires from my solenoid, and that's this wire here where I have my probe is actually the control wire, which gets a power, as you can see here. It's actually a little bit of voltage drop. It's 11.4 volts, and I have the same on this other wire here. You can see the same voltage, and now we're gonna when I turn my switch on, turn the switch, you can see we have a ground. So it's the ground side switch system. So so what I want to do, I see my switch is actually acting up now. It's not turning off. There you go. I have to replace the switch. Okay, so anyway, what I'm going to do, I want to make an extra switch connected to this wire and be able to give it the ground myself, so that I can only activate this valve. I'll show you what the valve is. So here's the cylinder. This is my main supply. It goes to this regulator, the pressure regulator, and then goes to this valve, basically a solenoid. And we have 2 wires here, and so as I said, I'm just going to use another switch and add this in parallel. I'm going to add another circuit so that I can actually manually turn it on and off and add air only as I'm testing my system. Okay. Special thanks to Gary. He is my viewer also from Kentucky. I just received this the other day. He sent me a full box, got these 2 pliers and a full box of different electrical connectors. I mean, we're talking about a big load of all kinds of connectors. So I'm going to use them now to do this project. So thanks, Gary. Appreciate it. Okay, guys, I'm done. Now everything's nice and clean. As I said, all the hoses, everything has been taken care of. So now I add this switch here. As I said, I used this is the control side of this solenoid, this wire here, the second one here. So what I did, I spliced this wire and connected to the switch, and then the other side of the switch is just simply connected to the ground, since this is a ground side switch circuit. And so now I have a switch head on this side, of course, and now when I turn it on, my solenoid will turn on. Okay, so I'll put everything back together, and then you can hear that it clicks. It's kind of hard to hear it because of the switch is kind of loud. But anyway, this allowed me to open a basically airflow through the smoke machine without turning on the heater. And now when I turn the switch off, everything still works the same. I can turn and it's still gonna make a smoke and everything. So okay, so I'm gonna put everything together and then we'll try it again. Okay, so let's give it a shot. Now when I turn the switch on, I'm going to only open up the air supply, and this way I can test the EVAP system without heating up the oil. I can just pressurize the EVAP and look for the leak. If I have any, that's fine. If not, that's and after repair, again, I can pressurize the EVAP system without turning on the smoke. So okay, so let's do that. You can see we have a flow. I'm going to pinch it, and the ball goes to the bottom, and I can turn it off and just look at the decay on my EVAP. So this is something that I really missed on this machine. So right now it's perfect. I like it, and of course the system is sealed, no leaks at all. Okay, I'm going to turn it off, unpinch it, and then it has to be in off position. Now when I turn my switch, it works just as designed, and when I have the smoke, as soon as the oil is heated up, and there you go, there's smoke. And this switch is acting up a little bit, so most likely I'll have to get another switch. But that's it. It works great. I like it. It's nice and light. It's pretty good. It's the front, the whole body is pretty much aluminum other than cover, so I like it. It's pretty light, and it's used, and we need to, I think some of the problems with these machines, that can be if these hoses are leaking for a long time, the oil leaks, it can leak down onto the controller, and potentially short something out. So it's not a bad idea. If you have a unit, it's probably, this one might be maybe 10 years old or so, just open it up and check your hoses and make sure that everything is sealed. And alright, well guys, that's it. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.